Morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Just out here giving the cows some water. Figured I'd do a video. Haven't been doing them lately. Thought I'd come on, say hi, kind of talk about all the nonsense that's going on. All this stuff with the drones and UFOs and whatever everybody wants to call them. I think everybody needs to settle down a little bit and have a little common sense about all of this. I think we're being played. I think it works to our government's advantage. So if that pisses you off, you probably ought to want to turn this off right now. A lot of games being played. They want to touch on a certain emotion that we all have. It's called fear. Don't waste your time. It's put there for a reason. We're supposed to fear when we need to. Kind of get your fur up and get you ready for battle. But to watch these idiot boxes, whether it be on your phone or your iPad or your TV, it's all called programming for a reason. You're being programmed, whether you like it or not, whether I liked it or not, or any of us like it or not. It starts to get old, especially as you get older. You know, I told you all I've been going through shingles, and I'm starting to get better. I feel better. But once you've had those, you don't wish them on anybody, and they kind of toughen you up. You tend to look at the good things in life. You really do. You don't want to fight with people. You don't want to argue. You realize it's all a waste of time. We're all given a certain amount of time on this earth to do what's good, to do what we should. And if we have to fight, we'll fight. We're all promised one thing: we're going to die. You come in naked, you're going out naked, whether they put you in clothes or not. There's no guarantees on this place. That's why I'm a faithful man. And I'm not here to preach at you. That's not the purpose for this video. Why do you allow yourself to get played? Why? Oh, there's a drone over New Jersey. There's a drone over West Virginia. One over California. One over my state, Missouri. Maybe 30. Maybe 60. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you all something that my dad taught me when I was a young man. He worked for Northrop for 35 years. And I remember growing up in California and seeing a special little line in the sky. Had a different sound when it was flying. And for those of you in the know, I'm talking about the B-2. It fades into the horizon for a reason. Stealth technology. I won't tell you where my father told me it came from. He's passed on now. He didn't bullshit me about stuff like that. But I knew before most people there was a new technology coming out, and I was told to keep my mouth shut. My dad also told me, if the public's seeing it, it's not new technology anymore, it's old technology. It's just being made available. They're testing us. See how we'll respond. They want you jumping through hoops. My dad put bread on our table by being a defense contractor. He told me don't fall in for the sensationalism. Don't get drug into the rigmarole of, oh my God, what is it? If our government didn't know what it was, they'd let you know because they'd be shooting them down. Everyone should know that once you get about 100, 150 feet in the air, and a lot of the crap on the ground too, they know what's going on. They give us the technology to tell on ourselves. Okay? It's unfortunate that a lot of people want to play games. They don't come to the realization that they're being played. But whatever the hell is going on there, and all around the country, and in Germany, and everywhere where they're playing this game right now, the governments know. Not the government. Okay? And the crappy part about that is, I paid for it with my taxes, you're paying for it. We all pay for it. So they can tell us they've got our backs. After the last 4 years, you feel like they've got your back? How's them grocery prices? You don't think that there's going to be a food shortage? You just carry on. Keep doing the same crap you've been doing. You'll see. As a farmer, I know. It's getting tight. Getting really tight on a lot of people. There's nothing worse than being hungry. I've been there. Some people say, oh, I want to throw blows. I want to do this. Let's knuckle up. When you're hungry, none of that crap matters. You're hungry. They told me I wouldn't be here after 40 years. I just turned 63. So even the doctors didn't know, did they? They saved my life. They definitely did. And I give them the credit for that. But that's also technology. Because 75 years ago, I wouldn't have made it through my thyroid cancer. There's just a lot of bull crap going on. And it's amazing to me how many people fall right in line. If they didn't know, and I've seen it online, other people have asked this question too. Why the hell can they find a guy that took some CEO's life, a wasted life? No matter what he does, he's going to answer for that. His family's very sad because of it right now. He ain't here anymore. Murdered. They found that guy rather quickly, don't you think? So are we being set up on that? I doubt it. I think I was too damn stupid to get rid of the weapon. Or was he? Are we being played on that too? You know, God bless the family that lost their daddy, their husband, their son. Nobody should wish that on anybody. But after the last 4 years, you think this is all for naught? You don't think they're playing us? If you don't, you're very foolish. You're going to fall on your face. A lot of people are going to fall on their face. Comes with an attitude. You got to have an attitude, whether you like it or not. And it's not an attitude of, I'm going to suck you in your eye. I'm going to split your lip. When you get older, you realize most people that want to test you, you just tell them don't. You don't tell them I wouldn't. You don't give them a bunch of lip. You just tell them flat out, don't. I've seen horrific things in my life. I talk to my son all the time. He's an EMT. He's seen things that will curl your hair. Sad things. Babies dying. People taking their lives. You only get a certain amount of time. Like I said in the beginning of this video. But they don't know what's flying over these states. I call bullshit. That's what I say. Excuse my language. That kind of a potty mouth, I guess you'd say, old carpenter. I have trouble with it. I apologize. But it is just that. And it's all over this field right here, right next to me. Bullshit. What's it worth? Why are you putting up with it? Same reason I put up with it. You gotta feed your family. Grocery stores didn't always exist, folks. They used to call them a general store. You'd get your general merchandise at that store. Maybe some dried goods, maybe some dried beef. But you had to do the work. And that's the problem with people nowadays. They don't want to do the work. So if you don't want to do the work, you run into people like me, my neighbors, you're going to get worked. Everybody talks about community on YouTube. Oh, we've got community. We built a community. Well, maybe so. And some of the people I know on YouTube, you've got a good community and it's all in your area. I'm not in that area. So God bless you. I'm glad for you. It's cool. I wish I was around a lot of you. But this is where I'm going to stand and make my fight. And I'm not afraid to die. Remember I said I wasn't supposed to be here after 40. A lot of crap going on. What's in the sky? Nobody has any common sense to think. Yeah, they probably know. Just like I asked my dad, what is that line in the sky and why does it sound so different than all the other jets I've ever heard? He just grinned. He knew. He was the guy that came home with the suits. Okay? He was a schematic illustrator. So if you don't think my dad was smart, think what you will. Schematic illustrator on the B2. We were made to come in. Get your butt in the house. Dad's coming home. We knew. We knew it was something big. One guy stood by the front door. The other guy sat down when my dad cleaned up, got his stuff together, getting ready to fly out from LA to DC. So yeah, I know some stuff. I'm not going to share it all with you on here. Half the time, people don't give a crap about me anymore anyways. Community. I just want to come on here and ask y'all, what do you believe? And you can hit the comment section. You give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't matter. I'm not trying to build anything. Just trying to be a good steward, trying to be an American brother. Some people listen, some don't. I'm all right with that. But I'm not a damn liar. I'm not a liar. And a lot of people out there nowadays, they're just liars. And they just as soon shoot you in the back, stab you in the neck, sucker punch you, because they think they're badasses. And there's certain people out there, you better knock them out. Because if you don't knock them out, they don't care anymore. Being brought up in LA, I seen a lot of bad stuff. That's why I moved to Missouri 35 years ago. I missed the hell out of my dad. He's somebody I could talk to, somebody to keep me level-headed. I lost him 10 years ago. And in a day that goes by that I don't think about my pop. And the shit he went through. To put bread on the table for us. It wasn't a bad life. We were okay. There wasn't hardly bunny in our neighborhood that their parents, their dad, mom didn't work for some defense department, whether it be Hughes, McDonnell Douglas, Northrop like my dad, etc., etc. They put bread on the table. And it was hard on them because they knew they were making killing machines. Especially as my dad got older. He questioned it a lot. What did I do this for? Why? I'd tell him. I'd keep him level-headed. You put bread on the table, Dad. As time goes on, whatever it is they're flying around, we're all going to find out. Let's say it is UFOs. What are we going to do about it? Now, personally, I've been told if one flies over your house, there's not a lot you can do about it. I've heard people say, oh, I'm going to take out my 12 gauge, I'm going to shoot it out of the sky. Good luck with that. Because if it is a government issue drone, you're in a lot of trouble. They'll come visit you. If it lands in my front yard, that's another story. It won't take off again. Whether the government likes this or not, I don't really care. I'm not afraid to die, I've told you that. 4 years ago, we all went through something that I still don't buy. And know those folks are getting pardoned? They're getting pardoned? Think about that. You go do something like that and see how far you get. You think on that for a minute. I'm no better than anybody else, and I'm not going to be trampled underfoot. And I hope you have that same attitude. We can only do so much as civilians. The worst part is we got to pay taxes. I'm waiting to see Trump come in. Hope he keeps his word. But in my lifetime, Kennedy was the president when I was born. We all know what happened to him. And I'd love to tell you who the people behind that are. But they'll just ban me and shadow ban me again. Just like they do on the comment section of other people's videos. Oh, there's a rooster. Shadow ban him. He's telling the truth. Getting too close to the truth. Cut him off. Like I said, I don't care whether you believe me or not. I'm just trying to do a good service to my fellow man. Don't buy their crap. And that's what it is crap. Just take a little bit of time and think how easily they've found everybody because of their phone. That's what I'm recording on right now. My phone. In my days, we had a dial phone. We didn't worry about that stuff. And I'm not really worried about it now. We had the milkman. That went away. We had the diaper guy. That went away. California, we had a thing called Helm's Bakery. They'd bring pastries and donuts. Honk their horn. We were happy little kids. Goody! Donuts! That went away too. And they gave us grocery stores. Checking the water, excuse me. In grocery stores, if everybody knew the true nature of the food situation in the world, you'd be putting some food away. I'm not here to say, it's the end of the world. You got to get some food, stock your house up so everything rots. But the diaper man, the bakery man, the milkman, they're all things of the past. I had it as a child. My grandparents had it as, grandparents. And I miss them too. Miss a lot of people. There's a lot of people I don't like. A lot of people like to play games. I don't think we're in a time necessarily to be playing games. I think we're going to need each other a lot more than everybody thinks. And a lot of us are going to die. That is the way of the world. I don't care a lot for the super rich people that lose their minds. Money's the most important thing. Paper money. A note. Learn what a note is and what it means on your dollar bill. Federal Reserve note. Only has value because they tell you it has value. Yeah, we all got to have it. All of us. Some have more than others. Some have less. Makes it comfortable. That's for sure. Gotta move the water here, folks. No water, no beef. This thing's crazy. Set it back down before it screws everything up on me. But anyway, you think about what I said, what I'm saying. I'm a pretty mellow person. And I hope I live long enough that I don't have to see it come undone. And I hope that for you and yours also. There's some really good channels out there, and there's some channels out there that may wear the pot that you could piss in. Some of the people are good people. Some of them are just there to get the clicks, the likes, and think they're a star. A star. Interesting. You just think about what I've said about these drones that they don't know about, but they could spot us all in a second. How does it feel to get lied to? I can pretty much count on one hand. None of us dig it. Why do they lie? To control you, to control me. Oh no, it's to keep us safe. It's defense. Hello. Anyway, I don't know what this damn thing's doing, so I'm not a tech guy. We'll hold it right there. But anyway, I hope you all found this video to be helpful. Something that you can look back on and say, that crazy bastard rooster, he was just trying to warn us of something. That's really all I'm trying to do. Go with your gut feeling, folks. Something's wrong. And it's going to start in your grocery store. And when the panic begins, you don't want to be in that group. Okay? You don't want to be in that group. Rushing in there with the crazy people that are trying to get what they think is theirs. Crazy thing. Anyway. Just a guy out here trying to warn people It's not the end of the world. But don't believe the narrative that you're getting. Have some common sense. Go with your gut feeling. It'll do you well. And remember, when somebody comes to try and take your stuff, you can share it if they're good folks. They may turn out to be a real good friend. If not, don't. Y'all have a pleasant day. Rooster out.